the best way to get closer to someone you want to get to know more is to just be vulnerable with them. And today I want to talk about just like breaking down the fear of being vulnerable with people, because it is such a key part of building relationships. So if you think about the difference between your best friend or like an acquaintance or just like a regular friend, your best friend, you're super vulnerable with them, you share private information, you talk about things a lot. With an acquaintance, you don't really talk about the vulnerable things, you don't share vulnerable things with them. And that's really the main difference between your best friend and acquaintance. And like, I want to give you an example. I lead a Bible study every Monday night with a bunch of guys, and as soon as I started being vulnerable, it was like a chain, like snowball effect. Every guy wanted to be vulnerable. Like it's like they wanted to be. Like they just kept saying vulnerable thing after vulnerable thing, and it was great. Now, I don't think I really had to do too much. I think they already wanted to be vulnerable. It's just being the catalyst for it, starting it. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. Like, just be the catalyst, be the person that is vulnerable. I mean, if I think about it, like from my perspective, when like a random like acquaintance like just like says something vulnerable or something deep to me, I'm like invested. I'm automatically more invested in them, and I already feel more of a connection with them, because first of all, they have to kind of be brave to like be vulnerable with someone they don't know, because yeah, part of it is unknown. You don't know, like, especially if it's a topic that you don't know what the other person feels about on. So I get it, like some people it's like it could really be like concerning to be vulnerable, but for the most part, like again, if someone random who I'm just acquaintances with is vulnerable with me, I'll appreciate them so much more. And it just, yeah, I enjoy it. I think it's great. I mean, they have to be brave to say it. They have to trust me to say it, and it's just learning more about the person too. I could be learning something about the person that I never knew. Maybe like you relate on something that you never knew about. Like you just learn things that you'll never learn otherwise, and you'll see different things in people, and it's awesome. So I think being vulnerable is amazing. And yeah, I mean, sometimes it's like maybe, I mean, we're afraid to be vulnerable because we want to look good. We want to look like we've got it all together. At least that's how I am sometimes. Like with certain people, I'll like, I might withhold certain information because I want to look better or I want to seem like a better person. But really being vulnerable is just like, again, we're all humans. We all make mistakes. We all sin. So it's like, why not just be okay with it, be vulnerable, get help from people. Again, it could help you to get help. It could also just help you to get closer to people and just, yeah, overall build better relationships. So yeah, good relationships are definitely built on vulnerability. I mean, even in the Bible, Jesus was very vulnerable. I mean, there's, him literally dying on the cross, being embarrassed by his Roman soldiers. There's him being in the desert for 40 days without drinking water or eating food for 40 days. That's pretty vulnerable. Like he's going to be very in a weakened state. Like obviously, like, that's very vulnerable. He did cry. He cried when he before he raised Lazarus up from the dead, even though he knew he was going to raise him up from the dead, and he knows he's God, he knows where he's ending up, but still he was crying for his dead friend. So if he was vulnerable, then we should definitely be vulnerable. And it's definitely not a demasculating thing at all to be vulnerable. You're supposed to. I feel like it just opens up life. Everyone's heart will just get opened if you're vulnerable to them. So definitely consider that in mind. Be more vulnerable. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Trust me, you will appreciate what you do. Like you will appreciate, your vulnerability, because again, you will see relationships differently. You will see new things about people. You'll learn new things and build better relationships.